Join me as I take on the challenge of creating the perfect ancestor altar and honor my ancestors with this powerful ritual. Let's talk about the concept of ancestor altars and their significance in honoring our family lineage and maintaining spiritual connections. An ancestor altar is a sacred space that serves as a physical representation of our connection to our ancestors, allowing us to communicate, honor, and seek guidance from them. So, why do people struggle with creating and maintaining an ancestor altar? One common challenge is the fear of cultural appropriation. Many people worry about adopting practices that don't belong to their own cultural heritage, which is a valid concern. Another challenge is simply not knowing where to start or having the knowledge to create an authentic altar that resonates with their own ancestors. Some people might also feel intimidated by the idea of connecting with their ancestors, or they might not have a clear understanding of the benefits that come with honoring their lineage. Additionally, some people might feel like they don't have the space or resources to create an ancestor altar, or they might not know what items to include on the altar to make it meaningful. Others might be worried about what others will think or say about their decision to create an ancestor altar, especially if they come from a cultural background that doesn't traditionally practice ancestor worship. Whatever the reason, creating an ancestor altar can seem like a daunting task, especially if you're new to the concept. But I'm here to tell you that it's worth the effort. By creating an ancestor altar, you can deepen your connection with your ancestors, gain a sense of roots and belonging, and even experience emotional and spiritual healing. So, how do we create an ancestor altar that truly honors our ancestors? The first step is to select a location for your altar. This could be a shelf, a corner of a room, or even an entire room dedicated to your ancestors. The key is to choose a location that feels sacred and peaceful to you. Next, you'll want to gather meaningful items to include on your altar. These could be photos of your ancestors, traditional clothing or textiles, ritual tools, or any other item that holds significance to you and your ancestors. You might also want to include items that represent the elements, such as candles, incense, or a bowl of water. Once you have your items, it's time to establish rituals for honoring your ancestors. This could include daily or weekly offerings, such as leaving food or drink on the altar, or it could involve more involved rituals like meditation or chanting. The key is to create a practice that feels authentic and meaningful to you, and to commit to it regularly. I want to share a personal story with you about the transformative power of ancestor altars. For me, creating an ancestor altar was a way to connect with my grandmother, who passed away when I was just a child. Growing up, I felt a sense of disconnection from my family's cultural heritage, and I struggled to find my place in the world. But when I created my ancestor altar, everything changed. I started to feel a sense of roots and belonging that I had never experienced before, and I began to understand the sacrifices that my grandmother made for our family. As I honored my grandmother through my ancestor altar, I started to feel her presence in my life more strongly. I would receive messages and guidance from her in my dreams, and I would feel her love and support in times of struggle. Creating my ancestor altar was a game changer for me, and it's something that I wish everyone could experience. Honoring our ancestors is a powerful way to enrich our lives and deepen our connections to ourselves and the world around us. By creating an ancestor altar and committing to regular rituals and practices, we can tap into the love, wisdom, and guidance of our ancestors and experience profound healing and transformation. Brought to you by Arusha Oasis TV. Don't forget to share your own experiences with ancestor altars in the comments below, And be sure to hit that subscribe button for more insightful content on spirituality and personal growth.